Hello and welcome into GroomerTake. We're going to cover a lot of different sports today, so let's hop right into it with the Carolina-Boston series. Last time I checked, Carolina scored the first goal in Game 4. They're up 1-0. Of course, Andrei Svechnikov not playing after that little bit of a gruesome leg injury where he got tied up with Char in front of the net. Brind'Amour said he's probably not coming back in this series, and I don't doubt it. It's a huge blow for Carolina. Svechnikov taking that next step this year and looks absolutely lethal for the Hurricanes. Also tonight, before the game started at least, I heard Pasternak was not playing, so that's two elite all-stars for both teams not playing tonight. And of course, Boston going into Game 4 had a 2-1 lead, but I wanted to hit more on Tuukka Rask opting out of the playoffs. This is an elite goaltender in the league. After Game 2, I believe it was, he came out and said it straight to us. You know, it doesn't feel like a playoff game. It feels like we're playing an exhibition game without having the fans in the stands. And I mean, this is a guy who, he won a Stanley Cup as a backup in 2011 to Tim Thomas, but you're still competing for the Stanley Cup right now. And for a professional athlete to say that, it definitely hits home with some of these guys because they're thinking of their families. And that's one of the reasons why Tuukka Rask opted to leave. He just has a newborn at home along with two other small children. So in a time like this, for a lot of people, family comes first and health and safety comes first. And that's one of my reasons why I don't think the NFL is going to really work out. But that's a whole other story that we can get to later. Tuukka Rask, of course, could come back to the team when he wants to, but I thought that was a pretty big news hitting us before the weekend on Friday. CFL canceled its season, the 2020 season today. It's a shame. They were trying to get $30 million from the government to have a bubble system and have a shortened season, but ultimately it didn't work out. I don't know if there's been any more news on it, but you got to think it's going to be pretty hard for it to come back next season. I know there still are fan bases for all these teams, but worldwide it's not really known. I mean, you do have your diehard fans that love the CFL, but we'll have to see. Well, I mean, this year, of course, it's a bit of a wash. You want to come back next year, and if we're still practicing all these safety precautions, I'm sure they can go to school. The CFL can go to school to see what college football does, see what the NFL does, and work off of that. Hope to see them back for the 2021 season. UFC 252 was on Saturday. Daniel Cormier lost a unanimous decision and announced his retirement after the match. Good Canadian guy here, absolute warrior. Every MMA fighter is. I'll always remember him for his feud with John Bones Jones. Those ones were classic. Des Bryant finally expected, he did come back for a bit before injuring himself, but he's expected to work out for the Baltimore Ravens. I love seeing Des Bryant back in the NFL. I do not want to see him back in a Baltimore Ravens jersey, of course, because I'm a Steeler fan, so love to see him in the NFL, but maybe go to a different conference. Leave us alone. Tampa Bay Lightning, Columbus, Tampa Bay wins 2-1 today. Close, hard-fought series. 3-1. I think this might be it now. I don't see Tampa losing 3 in a row, even though they got swept last year. I think Tampa's taking this home pretty soon. Colorado just put a beat down on the Arizona Coyotes 7-1. They chased Darcy Kemper from the net. McKinnon's a stud, but Kel McCarr, little end-to-ender kind of goal today. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I think Colorado's going to wrap that series up next game as well. One I'm waiting for tonight, St. Louis, Vancouver. Vancouver could have done huge damage last night if they would have won. Go up 3-0 in a series against the Stanley Cup defending team, the St. Louis Blues. Instead, OT goal last night, and you go to bed tonight just like that. You could be tied 2-2, so I'll definitely be dialed into that game later. I've been loving watching the Vancouver Canucks play. They look great. They're very fun to watch with that elite talent. Go Canucks, go. What can I say? Alex Smith, quarterback of the Washington football team, of course, 21 months ago, breaks his leg in gruesome, again, fashion. It was not fun to watch. He's been taken off the PUP list, and he's been able to go practice with his team. I'm sure that will be still a bit of a long road, but you hope a guy can come back after such a bad leg injury, a broken leg. We'll see. It'd just be cool to see him on the field again. He may not be at 100% ever again. Never might be the same, but if you can come back and just not be taken away by this injury, then that's great. Alex Smith, welcome back to playing football. Lastly, let's get out of here. The NBA playoff starts tonight. It already has started. The Raptors won earlier and won by 24 points domination. They're looking to defend their championship, people. The Toronto Raptors. I love it. Here are my first round one winners. Lakers, Thunder. Yes, that's right. The Thunder will beat the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Bucks, the Heat, the Celtics, and of course the Raptors. Whole lot of sports to watch. It was great talking to you again. I hope you had a good weekend, everybody. We'll chat soon. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.